To try and bring it all back together, there's a variety of different types of hypothesis. They overlap in a lot of their qualities, but they also describe quite different concepts as well within sort of the whole hypothesis paradigm. When it comes to science, the causal hypothesis, inclusive of all of its directions and nulls and so on and so forth, is what is meant by hypothesis, and that's because we're sort of looking for explanations, causes, how and why from our observations. The descriptive hypothesis is sometimes used in science, but it's better regarded as a tentative law, and as that sort of more accurately describes what it is. All the different types of hypothesis mentioned have these predictive qualities. Consider how, outside of the colloquial use of hypothesis, that non-falsifiable hypothesis, if you will, they all contain variables and operate in a way that seems to give the ability to have an alternative and null. So if you propose a hypothesis without any of those clearly defined variables, then you don't really have an alternative and a null. So if you refer to this as a hypothesis, you're not really using it in the way hypotheses are usually thought of. Hypothesizing something isn't necessarily the same as formulating a hypothesis, though it is what leads there, much in the same way, thinking about what I might have for dinner tonight isn't the same as making dinner. Hopefully that's helped explain what a hypothesis is and the different types of hypotheses, and perhaps the problem with using the term hypothesis far too freely outside of one of its technical contexts. Perhaps if you see someone using the term hypothesis, you can ask them what their variables are, and if they don't have any. In production of this video and the article I wrote before producing this video, I spoke to a lot of people who work in the field of science and also did as much research as I can around the web. I've included some of my references because they were the ones that were still open after a browser crash. Anyway, hopefully you found it somewhat informative and learned something from it. But let me know what you think. Have a good one.